What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Say we got another huge update. I know you guys could probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you're definitely going to see this one, folks. We got the View host back at it again as we're seeing things going off the rails. In this newest update, we've got Alyssa Griffin getting into it with Sunny Hostin. I'm just going to say things went left, folks. I'm excited to get in this one, so we're not straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys hit that like button, also hit that subscribe button for your boy. Without further ado, let's hop straight into it, guys.
Answer. And that does make me hopeful, actually, that this Swift effect will speak to more women about the true character of Donald Trump and will turn them away. But to your initial point, I know you said we weren't going to talk about it, but I was. It just seems to me that since she is in an interracial marriage, she should have known that to support a racist is problematic. Her children are biracial, and her family is one of the families that in the 70s could not have lived in any of Donald Trump's buildings.
Oh my goodness, guys. Sunny Hostin, that Trump derangement. And she's already showing that she lives in a false reality right there. Trying to paint the picture to say that Brittany Mahomes, which is Patrick Mahomes' Kansas Chief quarterback, NFL superstar, that's his wife, and saying that she, should have known better. She's breaking the marriage violation code by endorsing Donald Trump because she's saying that he's prejudiced, guys. We all know that is not the truth. I mean, I can't believe this is actually coming out of her mouth right now. Listen to her, guys. Listen.
Marriage. She should have known that to support a racist is problematic. Her children are biracial, and her family is one of the families that in the 70s could not have lived in any of Donald Trump's buildings. So it just seems to me that maybe she's just not that politically savvy, or maybe she's just not read in.
Granted,
but it's
all we know is that she liked a Trump post. We don't know. She hasn't stated that she supported him, but
I mean, come on. Thank you. I rarely say that, View hosts are correct in this, but Alyssa Griffin coming out of nowhere. She's acting as the one sound mind on the set of ABC's The View today, where she is calling her out saying, hey, she only liked one post. You mean to tell me that she's getting all of this, drawing the grand conclusion of Donald Trump fully being endorsed by Brittany Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes' wife, from one like on a post? I mean, you can't make this kind of stuff up. That is Trump derangement syndrome on display for us at its finest. Look at her, guys. She has no problem. She doesn't even understand. Look at her face. That's the face of TDS, guys. Look at it.
She's just not read in.
Granted,
but it's
all we know is that she liked a Trump post. We don't know. She hasn't stated that she supported him, but that's fair to interpret that she may have, but we don't know that she's a supporter.
And she's saying, Sunny Hostin's trying to argue the point that she's since taken the like off of the Donald Trump post. And that's probably because of the type of hate that she gets from those on the left. You can never see folks on the right bashing someone for simply liking a comment here his post. I mean, come on. It's just absurd. It's absurd in its finest. And Sunny Host is always going to bring race into it somehow, some way. It really does say something about her character, guys. Look at this. She continues, and I'm going to say her statements are very nasty, guys. Beware.
No. The only thing that would have made it better for me is, finally we know that black quarterbacks can lead teams.
That statement right there is so offensive. I mean, we've had so many different just legends of black quarterbacks. I mean, Donovan McNair. I mean, there were so many black quarterbacks in our past. And she's saying that finally we can have a black man as a leader ahead of these teams. It just doesn't make sense how she's going to bring race into it every single time. And then, try to push a stereotype. I mean, come on. That's far dead. And I don't even think it was ever alive. I don't think that was true. Let's hear her say it one more time. I can't believe that she's allowed to get up here and push these narratives on live television. ABC should be ashamed of themselves. But we've seen what they've done with the debates, though. So
finally we know that black quarterbacks can lead teams. And are smart enough to lead teams. I would like to see.
I always knew that. That was never a question. We knew that. But it takes people a minute to catch up.
How about some black owners? Some black owners.
No.
She's just so far gone, guys. She's pushing her to say there needs to be black owners too. I'm Whoopi Goldberg with a sound mind right there perspective on saying, hey, we've been knowing that. We all knew that black men were more than capable of being leaders. Your president, on the other hand, Ms. Kamala Harris, your presidential candidate, is not capable of being a leader. This is what a true leader looks like. Listen to what Patrick Mahomes has to say as far as his wife endorsing Donald Trump. I like what he said. I'll say that much.
Former President Trump referenced you and your family again today on Fox News in relation to his campaign. I just wonder what your reaction is to seeing that.
Yeah, I think I've always said I don't want my place and my platform to be used to endorse a candidate or do whatever. Either way.
Celebrities, take notes. Take notes, guys. Especially these artists. We're seeing, Billie Eilish. We're seeing Megan Thee Stallion. We're seeing all these folks coming. Well, Taylor Swift came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. Take notes, guys. Stay out of politics because you're only going to divide your fan base. I'll tell you that right now. Patrick Mahomes, he knows better. Just tell people, get out and vote, register to vote, and use your mind. It's a common sense election at this point. You don't have to say much for people to understand who to vote for. Like, come on, y'all.
And my platform to be used to endorse a candidate or do whatever. Either way, I think my place is to inform people to get registered to vote. Inform people to do their own research and then make their best decision for them and their family. So I think that's every time I'm on this stage and I get asked these questions, I'm going to refer back to that because I think that's what makes America so great.
Makes America so great. See, I'm not even a Patrick Mahomes fan. Like, not even no hate, but I'm a Colts fan. I'll say that right now. But this guy is straight up hitting the nail right on the head every single point. Laying it out there, guys. These celebrities should stop coming out thinking they're that huge or they're that big of an influence or impact on people's life. With some people that are absolutely just simple-minded, yes, they do have that much of an impact on who they're going to vote for. They would vote for who they're, you know what I mean? But people with actual brain, they're going to use their intelligence to make their decisions. They're not going to be swayed by your if anything, it's just going to turn people away. So that's why I say you should just stay out of it, stay neutral, urge people to get out there and vote, or urge people to do their research. Just like we're hearing Patrick Mahomes say, man, he's a class act. This is what it looks like to be a true America First patriot. I can already tell he's voting for. I'll tell you that right now, it's hard to say who he's going to vote for because I don't think he comes out and says it, but I'll just say, if his wife is out here liking posts, usually within a household, you don't want to divide politics too much. I'll say that much. Usually what the man stands for is what the woman stands for, and vice versa. And if we're seeing Brittany Mahomes out here liking Donald Trump's posts, I think that's a key indicator of who he actually is in support of, guys. Listen to him.
And make their best decision for them and their family. And so I think that's every time I'm on this stage and I get asked these questions, I'm going to refer back to that because I think that's what makes America so great.
I think it was important, though. I don't know if important is the right word, but when you were at the U.S. Open this past weekend and you guys were there with Taylor and Travis, I mean, is that an important image to show that, people who may have different philosophies can...
Yeah, I mean, I think I've always, even dating back, I think if you've seen my history, I've grown up with people from every aspect of life and every background. And I think the best thing about a football locker room and kind of how I've grown up in baseball locker rooms, everything about that is people can come together and achieve something and achieve a common goal. And I think if we can, I mean, we talked about it a while back, but I think if we can do that as a nation, I think we can get the best out of each other. And so I think that's something that I do every single day. And whenever I'm hanging out with whoever, I'm not thinking about their political views or anything like that. I'm thinking about the people and how they treat other people. And I was with a lot of great people this weekend.
There you go, man. Patrick Mahomes preaching it out there, guys. He's putting out unity, saying, hey, no matter if you're on the left, you're on the right, we should be able to come together as friends, as families, be able to connect, share ideas, without things going left. Come on now. Patrick Mahomes, man, is showing himself to be a very mature. I'm pretty sure he's only 20-something, early 20s. This guy is very mature for his age. I'll say that much.
And how they treat other people. And I was with a lot of great people this weekend.
Patrick, do you have a thought specifically about the idea of President Trump bringing up Brittany's name? Does that affect you one way or another?
No, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's about me and my family and how we treat other people. And I think you see is that Brittany does a lot in the community. I do a lot in the community to help bring people up and give people other opportunities to use their voice. And so it's in the political times, people are going to use stuff here and there, but I can't let that affect how I go about my business every single day and live my life and try to live it to the best of my ability.
There we have it, y'all. Patrick Mahomes, man, showing that he has a brain on his shoulders. He's not going to let anybody think for him, he's going to say and do exactly what he's thinking, man. That is a class act. I just wanted to show you guys this post right here. We got, maybe if it loads, okay, this tweet coming out from ML Football. And it says, whenever I'm hanging out with whoever, I'm not thinking about their political views. I'm thinking about the people and how they treat people, other people. Guys, come on now. That's Patrick Mahomes, his quote. And I mean, that's how it should be. We shouldn't have this, this divide in between us. Even if you are on the left or you're on the right, we should be able to come together, share ideas. Even if it's not on political viewpoints, sometimes I get hate, or I'll see people, friends or family, they'll kind of just avoid or stay away from me based off of, political viewpoints, but it shouldn't always have to be like that. Sometimes we should be able to put our differences aside and just be friends, just be family. And that's what Patrick Mahomes right here is preaching. Come on now, y'all. Listen to what Donald Trump had to say on the whole matter.
Just to finish up on that point then.
By the way, Lawrence is doing a very good job, I have to say. He really is.
He's doing a great. Hey, I've got a quick question for you. Out of nowhere, after the debate last night, Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris. What do you think?
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. You couldn't possibly endorse Biden. You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it in the marketplace. But no, I like Brittany. I think Brittany's great. Brittany got a lot of news last week. She's a big MAGA fan. That's the one I like much better than Taylor Swift.
Right. Brittany is Mahomes. Yeah, they're Mahomes. They're great friends.
The wife of the great quarterback, and he is a great quarterback.
My favorite team from Kansas City.
I think she's terrific.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Donald Trump weighing in on the whole endorsement by Taylor Swift, guys. He's just saying, hey, I like Brittany Mahomes a lot better. She seems like she's got a great head on her shoulders. I mean, anybody who isn't in it for the money or in it for, just don't care, they'll know not to endorse Kamala Harris. I'm not sure why Taylor Swift felt the need, but she, like Donald Trump said, she does it, time in and time out. She's endorsed multiple Democratic candidates. She's been known to be a liberal, so you can't get upset with her. But what I tell her viewers or, all her supporters that may or may not vote based off of her endorsement, I would tell them that her endorsement means nothing. No matter if Kamala Harris gets elected or if she doesn't, she has, she tears this country to the ground. She starts wars. It does not matter because Taylor Swift's got buku bucks. Her money is endless. She could just leave the country. None of this stuff, politics, it does not really affect her family whatsoever. So she can say and do whatever, and it simply won't affect her at all. But it'll affect you, the folks who can't leave, don't have, the power of money, just say and do and, endorse whoever, because it does not affect her and her family at the end of the day, guys. But definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, I'll catch you guys on the next one.